Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. I am at Perth Zoo at a good time today. Perth has been amazing. Kings Park, Rock Nest, Wade Rock, Pinnacles, looking at the stars, seeing Jupiter, off to Stadium Tour, Aquarium, and now the zoo. Doing everything here has been absolutely incredible. A couple of things I wanted to do, I couldn't do, like the video game museum in Perth. Wanted to see that. There's a few other things north and south of Perth that I wanted to do, but there's not enough time. But I did all the essential things, all the things I really wanted to do the most. I've done all of them. So I really appreciate all the tips also from Mark, the Eagles fan who lives here in Perth, who showed me around a couple of years ago. I appreciate you, mate. I've had a great time here. But now I'm off to Sydney. So here's the caveat here, right? So what's going to happen is, right, I've had a lack of sleep the last few days since I arrived, really. I've not had a great sleep. I had a good sleep Monday night to Tuesday before Wave Rock. But apart from that, because of editing time and also sleeping quite late, partly because of editing, it's been, you know, I definitely need at least one good night's sleep soon. It won't happen tonight. It will happen tomorrow, though. So tonight, I'm flying to Sydney. Here is the catch. I've got no hotel tonight, and here's why. That's on purpose, okay? So I am flying a 10:55 flight. It is about 4 hours long. It will land around 6 a.m. in Sydney. And at 6 a.m. in Sydney, I'm going to get to my hotel, leave my suitcase there, because I got to check in the night after. I'm going to go to the aquarium and to the Tower Eye to look up, and then that's it for the day. And then I come back to the hotel, check in, sleep, edit the vlog, maybe edit multiple vlogs, because I got to edit the Optus Stadium tour, the zoo vlog, and this vlog. The zoo vlog will be late, by the way. You might have to wait a couple of weeks for that one, but edit 3 vlogs, go to sleep very early, have a nice amount of sleep, and then on Saturday we're doing a couple nice things that won't take too much energy out of me. Sunday and Monday we're doing some interesting tours that are certainly more tiring, but at least I'll be well rested up by then because I'll have 2 decent nights sleep. So yeah, but at least tomorrow night I'll have a good sleep. But today's kind of 2 days. I've just done the Optus tour and the zoo. I'm flying tonight, 4-hour flight. I'm trying to get as much sleep as possible on that flight. Hopefully the entire flight I'm dozed off. And then I get my suitcase, go to my hotel, drop off the suitcase, do those aquarium and eye. Those are just the 2 things. Come back to the hotel, edit, sleep. Sounds fun. Sounds fun to me. So yeah, that's what we're doing. That's the plan. Let's skip to the airport. Virgin Australia, there we go. I'm ready. I'm hoping there's aircon inside because when I put this hoodie on, it just keeps falling off. I didn't see family, by the way. They texted me on Monday, but we can pick up from your hotel. I'm just like, I'm touring around a few days. We can meet on Thursday before I fly out. But and they told me they'd message me on Wednesday, arranging a pickup time or something. They didn't message me. I messaged them on Wednesday. I said, yeah, I'm gonna be at the zoo, and then I have a few hours in between the zoo and going to the airport. No response, no reply on WhatsApp. So I'm just like, right, so I guess we're not meeting then. Yeah, okay. Just a distant relative that I've never met before. They're very excited to meet me, and then suddenly there's radio silence. So it's very strange, but it is what it is. Guess we have to give that a miss. I've also got family in Melbourne, Sydney, Northern Queensland I've heard now, and Brisbane. Don't know if I'll meet any of them, but yeah, this one is a bit weird. It is what it is. I am way too early to the airport. I'm gonna find somewhere to sit, and maybe I'll just edit these vlogs. Didn't fly to a Boulder, but it's cancelled. But sorry. Always good to know you can check in 5.5 hours early. I imagine different rules for domestic flights anyway. Airport security is so much easier, man. I bloody love it. Like, you still got to take your belt off, obviously, but laptops don't have to come out, no liquids out. It's just like Australian domestic airports. It's so much easier. They still check my bag though. I don't know if they checked it, nothing was wrong. I don't know what triggered that, but it is what it is. But yeah, regardless, a lot smoother than pretty much every country I've been to in terms of airport security. So yeah, I'm gonna find a place to sit, hopefully with a plug point. So I can't even speak, I'm losing my voice, or a charger, and then I can edit vlogs, find something to eat, because I got about 5 hours to kill. A bit less than that because of boarding time, but more than enough time to edit all the vlogs I need to edit, and then I'll have less to edit in Sydney. So I've also found out there's another aquarium. There's a second one in Sydney. So I might add to my day, but regardless, I'm on my way. Perfect. Toilets are behind me as well, and there's a place to eat behind me. So that is fantastic. Timing's also not good with me because I came to Australia a week after the WWE event. I would have gone, but they announced it after I booked the holiday. And second, today Sydney are playing right now. So if I'd booked the holiday a day earlier, I would have been able to see Sydney play. So that's another downer, but it is what it is. Kind of everything in life. So, you know, sometimes you just gotta deal with what you gotta deal. I love how these vending machines are everywhere. We go to the zoo, train stations. It's always the same things. You get the Milky Bars. They're called Walkers in England and Lays in America, but they're called Smiths in Australia. Your Snickers and Mars bars are packaged a bit different, obviously for the environment. We don't have Nobbies, whatever they are. We don't have Snakes Alive. I like the cookie at the bottom as well. Not exactly that cheap. Yeah. But I like how this exact vending machine is like everywhere. It's like I've seen this in Melbourne as well. Loving the Powerade. My favorite flavor of Powerade. One day you might see KSI's Prime in there, who knows? But yeah, a bit more pricey in the airport though. That has to be said. And no ice cream vending machine. Maybe I should just skip the takeoff, eh? Oh, I am knackered. It is 6:24 Sydney time, 3:24 Perth time. I'm in Sydney now, so the former matters more. I slept the entire flight. I'm still knackered, but I slept the entire flight, so at least I got the full flight. I fell asleep right after takeoff, and I woke up when the plane hit the ground. Like literally, it scared the crap out of me. I'm just like, whoa. Because it was a bit louder than I expected than it normally is. It was just a normal landing, but it just felt worse. So yeah, we're here now. I might take, like, my hotel's not that far from the airport, so I might take a train. Apparently the train's like 20 minutes, and also my hotel's walking distance from the Tower Eye and the aquarium and the other aquarium, and also somewhere I'm going tomorrow is close to that as well. It's walking distance, so I've got a conveniently located hotel. Just need to wait for my baggage now, and then we'll be on our way. What do you mean lift to trains? I just got on the lift to trains. There's another lift to trains? How many lifts are there to trains? It can't be ours. Just lift to trains again. Then lift to platform. Bloody hell, mate. First two lifts alive. Unbelievable. Is there a contract throughout Australia that tells you every vending machine has to look the same? I swear, there's always two side by side, and they always look like this. Melbourne, Sydney, Perth. Is there like some sort of contract that keeps them like this? It's even got the same layout. But there is dairy milk on this one. I don't think there was on the other one. But for the most part, it's like even the shelves are the same. This is low-key terrifying. One clue in my hotel for now. It's near Museum Station. Nice Irish hotel here, Maloney's. Is that my hotel? You don't know, do you? But I dropped my suitcase off at my hotel. It could be this one, it could be a different one. on my way. I'm gonna find a place to eat because I still got 3 hours to the aquarium opens. So I'm gonna look very keen if I just stand outside for 3 hours. I don't know why I'm wearing this. It's not as hot as Perth, but it's still like 26 today. There is predicted rain as well though, so there is that. So it's not completely clear day. So at least I got the hood, but still the jumper has no point because I don't need to keep warm. So, but for now it's breezy, so I'll keep it on. It reminds me a bit of London because some parts are just really beautiful and other parts are just like needs a bit of work. Yeah, Sydney reminds me a lot of London actually. Even the train, using the train, like the card you tap in, the machine you tap in on, looks the same as the London one. So it's like Australia's London in a way. And I kind of got the vibe with Melbourne as well in a way, but Melbourne's a lot cleaner than both cities. Oh, they got Prime, but I've tried all of this. I love pink, but I would buy it, but I just need water for now. 2 of these for $6, which is still that's a bloody lot, to be honest. It's the only issue I've had so far with buying things. Why is water so much? It's water baked. I'd rather find a random guy on the street who sells it for like $1. Do they exist in Australia? I know they're around in America all the time. To Paris and on the streets, there's people with bags of water just like €1, €2. Where's that guy in Sydney? Come on, where is he? There's the Tower Eye. Doesn't look that impressive. It doesn't look that impressive. I don't know, mate. It looks a bit rusty. That's all. Thought it was shinier. More impressed by that. Look at the way it slants and curves. Look at the way that curves to the side. That's more impressive than the Tower Eye. This is nice. Should look back more often. I did not realize it looked like that. Yeah, mate. There's some party going on. There's like 200 people up there. It's 7:30 in the morning. It's almost 8 actually. I mean, I sound like an old man now. Let people have their fun. But I'm sorry. I see a party at this early in the morning. I'm just like, do you know what time it is? Like, oh, that's cool. I found a boat named after one of my subscribers. Have a look at this. Oh, that boat's nice. Zenith. There you go. If you're watching Zenith, there is your boat. Well, that seems like to me. Like in London, we got the Shard, which is the 4th tallest tower in Europe, right? This looks like that, but with curves and no pointy top. I'm just saying. Maybe that was there first though, so I don't know. But they advertise that it needs that many flags. What is that? I can't even see it. It says, I see it now. Juliet. Where's the Romeo? Why did it just say Juliet? It literally says Juliet. Read it better now, even if you can't. It says there's life after Romeo at the top. So it is called Juliet. Is this like an alternate musical where Juliet survives? Like, is that what that is? And there's this many adverts for it. Is it that popular? There is another zoo there that I hadn't heard of, which is close to the it's got a similar logo to Sea Life, which I'm going to. They also got a wildlife. I might check that out. I found an extra zoo, an extra aquarium in Sydney. What's her name? Again, I'm gonna sound like a granddad. Do they not have sorry, I got distracted. A 10 just walked past me. That happened a lot in Perth. Anyway, yeah, what I was saying was, does Sydney not know what recycling is? Every bin I see, I've seen like 100 bins, none are recycle bins. I hate to be that guy. Everybody knows by now what well, wait a second. That is a warship. That's cool. This boat looks even cooler in person. As I was saying, where was I? Where are the bloody recycle bins? Come on. I'm not going to carry empty bottle around, so I will just throw it in the bin, but seriously, there's not one recycle bin that I've seen. I've also clocked that me waffling on like this is going to make me take more time to edit the vlog, so who's the real loser here? So, at least I've edited the other 2 vlogs, so they're all done. I've scheduled a vlog for like March 20 something from the aquarium and the zoo, and I've scheduled one for tomorrow for the Optus store. Or well, yeah, you're seeing, well, it's the day before this vlog, but yeah, we're getting there. I mean, say tomorrow, it's actually going up today. See, when the aquarium opens, my vlog will be up about Optus. So yeah, we're on that kind of time frame. So I just got to edit this vlog, but I want to sleep as early as possible. So I got to just reduce the clips, really. But let me just show you this ship. It is at the National Maritime Museum, so that kind of makes sense. But I didn't realize there'd be a huge warship there. We've got a warship in London called HMS Belfast. It took part in both World Wars, I think. Pretty cool. It's a museum now. It's just docked there in the River Thames. I went in it. I did a vlog on it, I'm pretty sure. That was pretty cool. And I went on a warship in Los Angeles, Battleship Iowa. That was really cool. Better than the one in London, but still 2 really cool ships. I imagine this one is an Australian one. It's got a kangaroo logo on it. Definitely looks bigger than the one in London. It's funny because the one in London is next to the Shard, and I've just compared that tower to the Shard. It's all indoors, obviously aquarium would be anyway, they usually are. Then the zoo's indoors as well, so it's Madame Tussauds. The building doesn't seem that big. I can't really put the whole perspective just looking at it from here, but unless it includes that. But it's still all indoors. I'm now curious, like, there's no way they got like giraffes and elephants in there, so I'm curious to know the scope of that zoo. The aquarium I'm sure will have a lot, but the zoo I'm very curious, because it seems very small for a zoo. Kind of need these wildlife parts to be good and the view to be good as well, or this vlog's gonna suck. But I promise you, even if this vlog sucks, the next 3 vlogs are gonna be fantastic. Okay, we're doing a couple very good tours, some big tours, and a surprise for you I got, which might be tomorrow. So just so you know. But the next 3 vlogs will be much better than this one, regardless of how this one goes. I just want you to know that, okay? I looked on the map for nearby food. I found a Subway nearby, so I'm going there because I still got an hour and a half to kill. It's mad how much of a different vibe I got today in Sydney compared to 2 years ago. I came in for a day on my birthday. It was a good day, you know? I toured the SCG, toured the Opera House. I did a bit of a boat cruise, but it was like I did the transit ferry that goes to Taronga and so I didn't go to Taronga, but I went on that ferry from Circular Quay, so I saw a great view of the Opera House and of Harbour Bridge. Then I spent the night at the Harbour Bridge and then I flew back to Melbourne, and that was such a great day. I'm just like, wow, Sydney's amazing, I want to come back here. And I still wanted to come back here, but still, just exploring the city these 2 hours, I'm just like, this vibe is just not the same as it was 2 years ago. It just doesn't feel as exciting. But I'm very excited for the wildlife, but you know, that's not really representative of the city in general. But I think we'll still have a good time because of the tours I got planned. But it's funny because the tours I got planned involve going outside Sydney, outside the city. I'm a positive person, so I'm hoping that I have a more positive perspective of Sydney by the time I leave next week. Yep, there it is, not far from the aquarium. I googled to see if some waypoints work in other countries and there was like no answer. I'm just like, it's just a simple question and no one knows the answer on Google apparently. I checked Reddit, checked Subway itself, but I tried scanning it here and it didn't work, so I'm guessing it doesn't work in different countries, unfortunately. It is what it is. But yeah, I got a foot-long turkey. In England I get turkey and ham, but in here they do turkey and ham separately, so it is what it is. I don't want to pay too much more. And I got a meatball moss pot as well, so let's dig in. Okay, so it is a bigger building. The zoo's a bit like, it's indoors but kind of outdoors in a way. Okay, it looks better up from this angle. Okay, this is nice. I've only been to the first room. It's a good aquarium. I get that vibe. Even the music is nice. Bro, I just saw Nemo. He was like, oh, you can still see it as well. You can see it, there you go. For some reason the quality has gone down a lot. There he is. Is he stuck? He clearly likes it in there compared to the rest. My word, mate, this lobster. I would be terrified of that in the ocean. Even though it probably wasn't that much harm to me. Oh, hello. Black margin dartfish. He's definitely pretty fast. Ooh, on earth. Oh, ooh. Bro, that looked 3D, bro. Because it's like a circular, like magnifying glass. That looked proper 3D. It looks like he's out the tub. That was cool. They need more of these in aquariums. It makes them look closer to you than they actually are. No sharks in this one, but there are stingrays. It's a pretty big one, that one. Tunnel makes a U-turn into another tunnel. I like what you did. There's another stingray. That's cool, but there's at least 2 in here. This might be a third. That is long though compared to the ones I've seen already in this holiday. Okay, there's 2, 3. There might be the 2 I saw on the other side. Oh, okay. There's quite a lot. There's an army of them. It's a good thing I'm not in there. I can get like 10 different views of this same area. Tunnels are right under there. More perspective on how big these stingrays really are. My word. That looks fun. Pig can eat up to 40 kilograms of lettuce a day. Why have we called him Pig? That's not a nice name for him. How dare you? See, that's a nice story. And then you named him Pig? Unbelievable. Why are they just all chilling? Yeah. What's going on? They just all like, they're all chilling up here. Is this how they sleep? It's quite funny. These guys as well. You've got a whole tank, mate, and you're just resting under the bridge, on the roof of the glass. What's going on, mate? Look at this guy. He's just lying down. That's a pretty big shark, that one. Not quite a great white, but pretty big. At least he's not lazy. Can you imagine if that still existed today? It would be insane. I'll just look through the walls, it's fine. Also, there's no one in the queue anyway, so I'm just like, you know what? Yeah. It's a pretty cool experience though. Whoever does though. I see, so it's like a theme park ride with penguins. Yeah, I didn't need to do that, but fun nonetheless.
Have you seen her take you? I've seen Laura take you again in the back.
What are they fighting about? And why is this guy playing? Is he playing hide and seek? Is he counting? What's happening? There's people in there as well. I think they're organising the ride. It seems to go around in like a semicircle, like it goes around here. Doesn't seem like it goes, you know, crazy too much. It stays level. That's pretty cool. Like you can go under there and pop your head through there. I don't know if it'll start with the fish, but they have it there, so I guess it's fine. Oh, this room is kind of crazy. Got tricked. I thought you can go through there. Put my arm in. I'm just like, when we're getting closer, oh, it's like, yeah, you can't go through there. But it looks like you can. That's a scary thing. It looks like you can, but it's actually, it's just that clear. It looks like you can go through, but there's a wall right there. That's really well done. Pretty sure I got a souvenir exactly like this at home from another zoo, another aquarium. That was fun. The exit is here. The entrance was just over there. That was alright. That was pretty fun. It took me just over half an hour, just like the Perth aquarium. And then I wanted to get a souvenir as well. I saw those key rings. I'm just like, I got one exactly like that, and I just don't want that one. So I checked around. There weren't really any good key rings. There were some great key rings related to Sydney. There was Sydney key rings, Opera House key rings. I already bought one of those 2 years ago. I'm not going to buy them again just for the sake of it. So it's just like, because I wanted a keyring from there. I looked through, And the one I saw, the best one there was one I got something so similar at home. I'm just like, it's not unique enough. But regardless, I remember I came here. I've already got enough souvenirs from Australia, so those are just trigger memories anyway. I think one day I should make a video of like every souvenir I ever bought on all these holidays in the last few years. So there's so many now. It's ridiculous. It was a good aquarium though. I enjoyed that. That was good. I went through it quite fast, but good exhibits. It's somewhere like if you like spending time a bit more, taking your time, you could spend an hour or two there for sure. There's quite a lot there for such a small building. The most impressive part is definitely that big pool with the tunnels. That's pretty incredible, and the penguins are really cool as well. So those are the highlights. So yeah, I think I'll go check out wildlife now, and then maybe I'll go to Sydney City Aquarium before I go to the Tower Eye. Just watched a video on YouTube of the penguin ride. Literally just you're in the boat. It's nothing that crazy. You're going fairly slow. You're going round in the boat looking at the penguins. So it's just looking at penguins. The difference is you're in a boat. There's no like physical interaction or anything like that. It looks good. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I just feel like it wasn't as exciting as it made it seem. Is what I'm saying. But it's something cool to do. It is something quite chill to do. But it's just going around in a semicircle, seeing penguins. That's literally you're still seeing them when you're walking around anyway. $48. It is actually cheap if you book them multiple, but I pre-booked the aquarium and the Tower Eye, which is also part of this. So I could have booked 3 attractions in one for a cheaper price. If only I knew these existed. I didn't know this wildlife thing existed. It's like I searched zoos in Sydney. This wasn't on Google, so it is what it is. It is what it is. I definitely lost at least $20. Crocodile in here better be massive. Lego. Is there humans in it? What's going on?
Yeah. Lively listening. Getting towards you there. Oh, there, one there.
There's actually 2 of them. Oh, you can see 2 heads and 2 tails. So this one that's moving, this is his tail here.
That devil keeps running away. I followed it into like one of these little huts and tried to look in and it ran off. It doesn't want to be on camera. There is a wombat. They're bigger than I remember. I've not seen one this big yet. Obviously a figure.
See you later.
And definitely worth bragging about. So of course working with crocodiles does seem like a little bit of a take down something like a wallaby. So we don't have an exact age for these guys. So you won't find freshwater. It ends up being a little bit smaller as well. These guys prefer crustaceans.
Yeah, I found the third one.
Smaller species of crocodile.
Standing there, I was standing up there like there are 3 of them. There's the other one.
Usually around 2.5.
And they're all just lying down lazy. We got fresh waters, not salt waters. So not as big. Not as big. Oh, I saw something weird. That is a long tail. You know what I mean? You did. Oh, look at this little guy. He's got so much dinner, bro. You greedy prick. Your belly's not that big. Spinfex hopping mouse. I don't know what this thing was until about 2 seconds ago, but now I know. Spinfex hopping mice. Is that thing asleep? It's asleep, right? I'm almost at the exit now. I've been here half an hour. I've never gone through a zoo in half an hour before. So it's the first time for everything. It's a good zoo. But yeah, it's about, at my pace, about half an hour. Because I like to just look and move. Some animals I stay a bit longer, like, you know, big cats, crocs, the big predators. But for the most part, you know, I'm fairly fast compared to most zoo visitors. But half an hour is fast even for me. So that is terrifying, even for freshwater, that is terrifying. My word, mate. You see him moving as well, it's so creepy. I am so grateful there's glass in the middle of this. That's sick. This is what I pay the big bucks for, bro. So that is a zoo visit. Up and close with no danger. That's what we like to see. Thanks for visiting. Thanks for inviting me. That last bit right there just made my day. That's pretty cool. I'm not buying it, but it's pretty cool. You get all these notes. There's Liz. Then you get this koala one. That's cool. Still more of the same, just these types of keyrings. And I'm out. That's the shop, and the river's right there. And I start around the corner around there, I think. I'm a bit frustrated with souvenirs, to be honest. I swear that the tower eye better have like a mini tower, because I'd like one of those. But like, I'm looking at like, I want these keyrings. Like, I like collecting keyrings, right? And the only ones they have are those liquid ones. And the other ones are just not related to the zoo. So I'm just like, I'm literally trying to buy some keyrings off you, but you don't have the ones that I want. It is what it is. City off. There's a tower behind me. It started to get the heat's finally here. The morning breeze is gone. The heat is here. So it's a pretty well done building. There's Madame Tussauds in the middle as well. I haven't gone inside. I'm not really that interested. I went to London one. It was fun, but I'm not really intrigued in going to Madame Tussauds in every country. It's just not my thing. But yeah, like the zoo exit is back there. Aquarium exit is like right at the end over there. Entrances are like in the middle. There's a Madame Tussauds somehow in the middle, lodged in the middle of those two things. So, see, what seems like a fairly small building, all things considered, is actually quite spacious. So, yeah, I'm gonna check out Sydney City Aquarium. I'll see what's up in there. It opens at midday, so it's not even open yet. But I'm on this bridge now. Your plan? The weather forecast says thunderstorms from 12 to 4. It's 11:20. I reckon if I go to the tower eye as quickly as possible, if the skies are still clear, I'll get a good view. Because when I go up these towers, I just want the view for like a few minutes and then I'm done. And then the other aquarium is closer to my hotel than the tower eye is. So it's just like, I think that works. Go up the wrong bridge, you go up that bridge. That building gets even better. Okay, it looks better from this angle. I'll give him that. Field's gone really far, you know, as a company. Like, I remember when it was like a big shopping centre in West London that wasn't that popular. Then it started to boom up a bit, and then they opened a new one in East London with the Olympic Park. Over in Australia, you still got them over here with a big shopping centre, so fair play to them. And they also sponsor the Tower Eye, I guess. So there is that. They got the massive logo on the eye. Sirens. Sounds like London. This whole place is a maze, bro. Australia, nah. It's Australia's evil twin. So, this way. I knew that. I didn't know that. I mean, that one's obvious, isn't it? I know about him. See, I know a little bit of history, my friends. Sydney is basically London, isn't it? Because there's a lot of different languages too in London, so. Yeah, I'm liking this experience more and more. It didn't look promising at first, but as I go in, the anticipation is nice. So I've been to the CN Tower. I haven't been to that. That's where I live. haven't been Malaysia or China. Going up here today. Haven't been to China. Haven't been to Japan, but I would go there. Haven't been to New Zealand. I would go there. I've been to Germany. I went to one in Munich. I don't know if that's the same thing, but I went to something similar in Munich. They've not got the Shard or the Dubai Tower. So they've got, there's a few things not here. Just saying. Oh. Okay, I haven't been to Chicago. I do want to go to those towers. That's on my bucket list when I go to Malaysia. Kazakhstan, Empire State. I've been to Empire State. Oh yeah, there you go, Burj Khalifa. I've been to that. Not as high as it, like, it's high, but it doesn't feel that high when you're up there. I don't know, it's just maybe the shape of the building makes it look less scary. Obvious why I can't go there. Been Jaffa Tower, been up there a couple times. I haven't climbed it, but I've been there. I went there last year, January. Okay, there's a tower in Gold Coast. That's a reason to go there one day. Photo taken around now. Been for more of a maze. Now we're this way. It's so long to just get there. Good one. Definitely not doing that. Observation deck.
It says smile at night.
Yeah, because there's no one in the lift as well. It's still on the light. It's a shame they don't have like lamps.
Yeah.
You can see it there. See the light.
Where's that outside? It's like really nice.
Oh, my ears are popping. Yours?
Escalator.
Here's going.
Yeah, there's magic escalator there for everyone.
But these are fast lifts.
Ears just pop in.
Yeah, come on. And tomorrow. It's conditioning us for tomorrow.
Yeah. See what you did there. Okay, this is what I paid £13 for. That is incredible. Look at that.
It's where the soldiers lived, I think.
There is the SEG and the Allianz next to it. I don't know which direction the Giant Stadium is. To look for Olympic Park somewhere, I guess. But I have no clue where that is. So, but at least I know that's the SEG because I remember I did the tour there 2 years ago. So I remember the area. I remember there was a stadium next to it, and that was still being built. I'm pretty sure. So that's finished now. That's cool.
Hey, I've got to find my guest. Nice to talk to you.
Nice to talk.
Enjoy your cruise.
Yes.
And be good.
Can't zoom in for some reason. There you go. There's the ships. I was just there. I was just down there. That's the zoo. That's the aquarium. So then, which bloody direction is the Giant Stadium? It can't be that far from the main city. I think it was outside the city, as far as I know. But I feel like it's not that far where you can't see it from here. So maybe we just need to look a bit harder. A nice cruise ship there, though. My mind is going this direction because the SEG is the other direction, but that's just a weird way to think because not every city is the same. There is the airport. Support that. I'm fairly certain that's the main airport. I see some tennis courts.
Yeah, it's over there.
Really cool, man.
So you go over the bridge, down and turn left. That's right there.
I wonder if he was talking about the Giant Stadium. NAB, guys, mark of the week, what is it? Let me know. So they're looking in that direction. I don't think looking for the Sydney Showground.
That's out that way.
There's Aeon.
So, there you go.
Can't even see the logo. Reminds me of Manchester United actually. So let's move on from that. You can see the Harbour Bridge, but not the Opera House, which this building's in the way. That is poor in my opinion. We should be able to see it from here. Oh, we can, if that counts. You can see part of the Opera House, but not all of it. That lawn. It's a cool back garden. Are those like aircraft carriers? No, they're too small for aircraft carriers. Something military at least. That's it for the video round. If I see the Sydney Showground, I will, well, put in a clip of it, but I can't find it. So I normally what I do on these little things is I go around 3 times. One for the video, second time to take selfies for Instagram, and the third time just to marvel at the view. And then I go down. It normally takes me like 10-15 minutes. Okay, so I haven't found it, but it's in this direction somewhere. Somewhere in this direction. Somewhere in this scope. But it's likely that way according to Apple Maps. It's about 22 minutes drive that way. I cannot for the life of me spot where it is. I cannot spot where it is, sorry for the focus. But somewhere in this picture, somewhere is the Giants home stadium, somewhere. But it's just not in vision. Either I'm blind or you just can't see it from here. Yeah, it could be on the left there, but I think it's more likely in that direction. But it is what it is, I guess. It's also 45 minutes on the train. That's it. There's some great views, especially on the other side where you see more of the sea and the cruise ships. That's the best part. Seeing the city, seeing how high you are is quite cool as well. So overall, just a general tower experience. Like most towers, it's pretty similar. Only downside is because we're in Sydney, I want to see the Harbour Bridge and Opera House. You can see the Harbour Bridge, and there's a building, and then you can only see like 2 of the Opera House's tent things. You can't see the full Opera House. I just feel like that's a bit of a downside. But I guess you can blame the person that built that building instead of the one that built this building. But apart from that, you can see so much, you know. Not seeing the Giant Stadium is not a disappointment, but I kind of wish I could see it. It's just too far out, I guess. Or it's just hiding in a little like area where you just can't see it. Because I feel like 22 minutes away, you can still see that. I feel like, but apparently not. But yeah, apart from the harbour area, like it's an amazing view of not just Sydney, but outside of Sydney, New South Wales. There's a lot of nice countryside and the city in here. So incredible views. So yeah, not bad for £13. One of the cheapest tours I've paid for on this holiday, that's for sure. Well, these are pretty cool. I like it. I feel like the best value is the 14. They're a bit bigger than that, but not that much more. 22 looks good though, but I feel like that's the balance. That's the one I want. I would, because it looks cool, but I'm good. It's a little too much Kit Kat, but that is cool. I picked some up and some of it's so rusty at the bottom. I'm just like, let me find the right one. This one passes. Also, because I paid my bank card, my bank just immediately tells me, as long as I'm connected to the internet, how much I actually paid. So $14 is $7.48 in pounds. This rate changes every day, but that's like approximate. So it's like, it's double and a bit less, if that makes sense. So like the Australian amount I pay, you half it and then you add on a bit. But how much you add on depends how much you spend, so it's a bit confusing. But yeah, it's not quite double. It's less than double. But yeah, $7.48 is $14, so you know, almost double. At least it makes it feel cheaper. There is that. Like you pay like, oh, $28, or it's actually £15, mate. £15, mate. Okay, I don't feel as bad. Another shop downstairs. I would have been so pissed if it was cheaper here. Can you imagine? When I went to Melbourne Skydeck, they didn't have one of these. So I was a bit disappointed by that. So I guess my Sydney Tower represents both cities. Out into the busy streets. Honestly, this feels like Times Square, New York, just without the big screens. Anyone who lives in Sydney, let me know, like, what's the crime rate like here? Like, is it good? Is it bad? Is it like gradually increasing? Is it going down? Give me give me your opinions, because like I'm comparing the city to New York and London, but both those cities have high crime rates. So I'm curious, is this like a more sane version of those two? Men's haircuts, $18. They were so cheap, you know. Perth was fairly cheap as well for haircuts. In the UK, bloody £23, mates. They skin your money. £23. That's like $40 in Australian dollars. And over here it's like $18. That's like £10, mate. That's the price for a kid's haircut in London. I'm gonna test myself. I checked where the aquarium was and I thought I'd figure out for myself how to actually get there. So I know it's in between Sussex, like you go down Sussex Street and it's like crossing with Liverpool Street. And I walked down that direction earlier this morning, so I feel like I should know. It's only like 12:30. My hotel check-ins are like 2 p.m. Left my suitcase there ages ago. I've done a lot. Love that I got both cycle lanes on the same side here. That relative in Perth I was talking about that I was gonna meet on the last day, right? She got busy at work, so like she was working until 6:30 that day, but then it was too late. So it was just bad timing, really. So it is what it is. That's just life, isn't it? There's a distant relative who you've never met before, that's close to someone, close to my grandma, and you can't meet them because they've got work. That is the real world, my friends. You need to work. What I gotta do when I get back, because I'm gonna get home and then the next day I'm back to work as well. So, and it's gonna be Easter weekend when I go back. Just so you know, if I ever move to Australia, that's a big if, because I love Arsenal that much and I love my home London. But if I ever did move to Australia, it would either be Melbourne or Perth. Just so you know, it wouldn't be Sydney, I'll tell you that much. The city seems a bit too hectic for me. It just seems like I've not really left London. It's just a bit hotter than London is. If you've gone the wrong way, I came from that way. I don't think it's that way, but it's like a nice shopping area. I'm gonna go this way, because I was near the river, which is there, and I was parallel. So somewhere here, Sussex, oh, I think it was, is that Sussex Street? No, it's not. No, it is. I was literally one street across. Okay then. I was almost right. Almost. One good thing in terms of souvenirs is I bought basically most of my Sydney souvenirs I bought 2 years ago when I came here for a day. So I'm not walking around everywhere looking for souvenir shop. I just needed the mini tower and that's it. I wanted some aquarium stuff, but there was nothing that good, so it is what it is. Maybe this aquarium has something good. Also looked into the big bus tours, but I'm not doing it for the same reason I didn't do it 2 years ago. It just doesn't seem that appealing, because I actually like that stuff. I've done that in so many different cities across the world. It's just that the Sydney one didn't appeal to me. I feel like I don't need it, you know? I feel like it's not going to take you to see that much, aside from some good monuments, the harbour area, and I feel like I've seen all of that already. So it's just like, is it worth paying for that bus ticket? I would say no. And normally I do those. No, I like to do those. Not in Sydney. There's a model doing a photo shoot right there. That's the cameraman. I didn't film his face, don't worry. But it just looked really funny, because she's holding a cup and she's just walking around like, yay, I'm a princess or whatever. And there's just two people just taking photos of her. I don't know, it just looks funny. Even though it's a professional thing, it just looks hilarious, because like right on the street behind the car. I'm just like, okay, do what you got to do. I assume you're all getting paid, so fair enough. Buy some more water, 2 for $6 at the 7-Eleven. It's like £3. I think it was like £3.19 when I saw it on my bank. I can't remember, something like that. I'm gonna get that and then find this damn aquarium, which I still haven't found Liverpool Street yet. Just checked it. I missed Liverpool Street by 1. It's like literally 1 street across where I came from. I was 1 off. Actually, I got across the 7-Eleven. It's literally just 1 street down. Must be that street there. Turn right and then first left, and the aquarium's there. I was so close. Water, people. Amazing liquid. Got to make sure you drink plenty of it. Doesn't have to be 2 liters like me, but you know, you got to drink plenty. And you know, I was literally right there crossing the road, and the street was right here. I can't believe my eyes. It's £3.20. $6 is £3.20 at the moment. It just keeps changing. It's funny. I was with a British family in the lift, and they're talking about the money as well. They were saying, oh, $10 is basically £6. That's not far off. What's even funnier, I was walking down the street. In fairness, if that's the only sign for this aquarium, then I have an excuse at least. Like at least located on level 2. Like there's a restaurant next door. It's just like, I can completely understand why no one can find this place, or at least I can't. I feel like I have an excuse. It's just hidden. There's no entrance. There is an entrance, but it's like, it says it's on level 2 and there's just a little sign there. And that's it. That's the only indication, apart from Google and Apple Maps, that there's an aquarium there. It's not even like advertised anywhere. Like, what do people know it's here? I'm about to find out, I guess. It's inside a flat. Like, what sort of aquarium is this? Like, I'm pretty sure people live in this block. So do they get discounts to this place because they live here in the same building? I'm curious. Is that a pet store?
What will you do?
I'm just looking around.
Yeah, you're taking better.
Yeah.
Anything better, let me know.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Well, that was a weird experience. I'll explain when I get out of the building. Well, at least I found it. So I went in, right, and I just started looking around because I'm just like, there's basically a pet store in it. So I looked around all the tanks and stuff. The guy, the owner of the place, is on the phone, and then he interrupts his phone call for me. He's just like, what are you doing, mate? He doesn't say mate, he says brother. He uses the word brother constantly. He's not overly rude or aggressive. Like, he's not even shouting. He's smiling. But he's just asking me, like, brother, what are you doing, brother? Why are you taking photos, brother? What are you here to do, brother? Are you here to rob me, brother? This guy's like, you're taking all these photos, so you couldn't take these photos to rob me. He's just like, if someone came into your house, like, do you go into people's houses and just start taking photos without saying anything? You should ask first, mate. I'm just like, there's literally an advert outside saying Sydney City Aquarium. Opening times, like, with the door open, you're inviting people in. There's no admission fee, you just go in. So I'm just like, I'm very confused. He's like, why is he questioning me like this? Do I look that suspicious? And I'm just like, I'm looking around. He's just like, no, you're not. You're taking photos, brother. I'm taking video, but still. But like, I'm doing both. Like, yes, I'm also filming it, but I'm also looking at the same time. I just found that really bizarre. I'm just like, is he okay? Why is he going at me? Like, and then he said, do you keep fish, brother? Do you want to buy some fish, brother? You could be a customer soon, brother. Where are you from, brother? I said, London. He's like, oh, that's far away, brother. I'm just like, okay, because he's just like, just ask first. But I'm just like, it looks like a pet store. It's open. I'm just going and looking around. Yeah, next time I'll ask. But yeah, that was a weird experience. It's not like an aquarium where you pay the admission fee and you go and look at exhibits. It's literally just one big room of fish in tanks, and it's basically a pet store. You can buy them, but it's also an aquarium. That's also free. Yeah, that was really weird, but at least I didn't have to pay for anything, so that's all good. I slid out when he wasn't there. He went out somewhere or something, he had a cleaner in. I just slowly left. I'm just like, where's this lift? Lift, get here quick, save me. And my day is done, it's 1 p.m. Day's already done. Check-in's not even open yet for hotel, so I need to find something to eat anyway at some point. Not now though, not hungry now, but in a few hours. But yeah, I'm gonna end this vlog here. Tomorrow I'm going to a couple places. I will spoil one for you, Taronga Zoo. So this is a vlog that might be very late, like the Perth Zoo one, because tomorrow I'm doing something else, and that vlog will be taking priority over Taronga Zoo. So I'll be doing 2 vlogs tomorrow. I'm loading one, the other one's going to be on hold for a few weeks, just so you know, but that vlog is Taronga Zoo. So there's Perth Zoo Aquarium and Taronga Zoo. Both of these vlogs you'll probably see after the end of my holiday. So just remember that. So yeah, and then Sunday and Monday we're doing some interesting things. Tuesday, Wednesday as well. And it's not long before we fly to Melbourne for round 1. Christmas sale. Excuse me. Alright, you got the front door right here. You got the bathroom here. Looks nice. Just a 1 towel provided. You get all these things provided as well. You get a hairdryer. That's pretty cool. You get into the room. Here you got a nice sofa and a table to edit. Plug point's a bit far off, but I can always move it. Not going to use the TV, but the TV is there if I need to use it. The bed feels very elevated. I don't know if you can capture it on camera, but it's higher than usual. There's a view of just buildings, not like an amazing view. There's plug points over there, light over there. You got a mini fridge here. Don't know if anything's in it. You got a safe. You got cups to make your hot drinks. Got a bit up there. You got hangers here. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad. And this was at a discounted rate because it's actually a premium hotel. And I feel like people who do business book this hotel mainly. There is only milk in the fridge.